Hey all, this is David Ducker coming back at you, and this is a video response to Tim Harper, Samwise7, know him as you will, call him what you like, his video about the GM's worst enemy, and he supposes that the GM's worst enemy is in fact the GM himself. It's not man versus nature, it's not man versus man, it's man versus himself. So that apparently is the great struggle in Tim's life and gaming situation. So he makes a couple of points about you can be too hard on yourself, you can depress yourself, you can nitpick yourself to death. And I would say that attitude is everything. It's all about your attitude in the game, your attitude just in life in general. So I think it's great to nitpick your game, to say, what did I do wrong? What could I do better next time? Because you're going to get better by doing that. If you are not critical of yourself, you're never going to improve. It's just not going to happen. Or you're going to improve very, very slowly. And I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that, as John Large would say. That's one of his favorite catchphrases. So I would encourage everyone to nitpick and say, what did I do wrong? And the intent is not to break yourself down, though. It's to build yourself up for next time. So in the game, have fun, push the pace, bring high energy and a good attitude, and the game will be better for it. So, I mean, that's step one. And then step two, bring that same kind of energy to your reflection and your review and say, oh, I did so much good stuff. What could I do better, even more, even better next time? And keep pushing that pace and that high energy, have a good attitude. And even if you didn't do great, feel good that you've improved, that you've learned something by your mistakes. It's the only real mistake is the one you didn't learn from. You know, I've made lots of mistakes, but if I learn from them, it's not really a mistake. It's a learning experience at that point. You know, so I might have messed up, but do I feel bad? No, not really. I did the best I could at the time, so I was fine. It didn't work, but I learned how to make it work for next time. So come at it from that angle, from that positive light, and get better every game. Every character you make should get better. Every campaign you make should get better. Every session you run should get better. And pretty soon you're going to be the MVP of your scene. You know, I have so many people come up to me and say, oh man, your game, your campaign is the best one I ever was in. It's the best campaign I ever saw run. Or as a player, people come and say, your character is the best character I've ever seen in a game. And you know, that's your reward for all the nitpicking, is first of all, that you get that reputation for excellence, you get that respect. And second of all, that you're able to more effectively entertain the other people at your table. So as a player, if I come in with a grade A player character, everyone's going to be having a better time. If I come in as a GM with a grade A campaign, a bunch of grade A NPCs, everyone's going to be having a better time. That's my reward. When I look at smiling faces, people who want to run longer, and they say, oh man, I got work tomorrow, but let's play till midnight anyway. Or if they say, man, I had so much fun, can we get in another game this week? Is that possible? And see this kind of enthusiasm coming back. You know, that's your reward for being excellent. So, you know, I'd respond to Tim and say, just change your attitude, brother, because you're a great guy. Your attitude towards people is amazing. I mean, you tolerate so much bullshit from so many people. You're a moderator on our forum, and that's not an easy job. I think you've had to give me like 7 different warnings because I can't tolerate people the way you can. Because I'll yell at people and I'll speak my mind to people who are very sensitive, and you're very good at that. So don't beat yourself up. Like, you're good to other people, you're not good to yourself. I'm great for myself, but I don't get along well with other people sometimes. So Tim, you need to find a good balance, as we all do, to just so you're happy. You know, when you're happy, that's where your balance is. For me, I'm very happy being confrontational and straightforward at people. It's just easier for me in my life. So be good to yourself, and that's its own reward there. So I'm just making this video to respond to Tim and to all those people who watch Tim's video and say to themselves, oh yeah, I should try less. I should settle for average. I should not put this stress on myself. Well, I'm saying in this video that average is trash. I'll cut average players out of my game. I'll quit average games if I'm a player. Settling is cutting yourself short, and you should try to be the best at everything you do. You should be happy improving. When you start out, you're probably not going to be very good, but that's fine because you're going to get better and better. You should be proud that you've broadened your horizons and your skill set. You know, a lot of the skills from role-playing games can overlap with so many areas of your life. In terms of interacting with people, improving your charisma, your public speaking ability, these things are going to come up over and over and over again. And one of the reasons I love role-playing games, I get to practice a lot of these social skills just so I don't get rusty with them. So there's so much upside in trying, you know. I believe Andrew Wood, the main man, in his channel Wood WWAD, did a video on why you should try. So watch that video. Why you should be the best. Why you should push yourself to be the best and enjoy pushing yourself. Don't do it for the goal and the end result, although that is going to be great end result. Do it just because you enjoy the journey, and do it in a positive way so you don't tear yourself down and make your game great and feel terrible and depressed and stressed out. Do it in a way that you feel great because you're doing good things. And good things are just improving. As long as you're improving, you're doing good things, you should feel good. Even if your end result isn't that good, knowing that your end result is getting better is what it's all about. It's kind of a rambling video from me. I'm trying to make it a motivational video to everybody because I don't settle for average in my playing. I don't settle for average in my GMing. I don't settle for gaming with average people either. I get them right out of Dodge. I want my game to be the all-star game, and I hope everybody out there wants their game to be all-star game. Because then even if you come in and you're exhausted and you are bringing nothing to the table that day, because we all have off days, the rest of your group will still be A+. It doesn't matter. Even, my last session as a GM, I came in exhausted, and, I was not bringing any thunder to that game. If I'd been running with even an average group, that game would have been bad. But because all my players are so good, it was still a pretty solid game. I was really proud of them. I was proud that I'd assembled this team and had a part in it. So assemble that grade A team and be a part of that team. Don't just assemble a great team and then you're the weak link, because they'll just shit can you. And then they'll find somebody great to replace you. So I think that's all I got to say. I'm trying to be motivational here, trying to get everybody pumped up and excited about improving and being healthy with it. And don't grind yourself down. Build yourself up. That's the way you got to look at it. Grind down bad habits, but you shouldn't be sad to see them go. But I'm going to go now before I waste any more of your time. So, Tim, cheer up, because I'm sure you're doing a fine job. And it just change the way you look at it, your perspective, and your point of view, and your attitude. Goodbye.